So all the things that you said, how did it occur to you to put that sweet and very savory, those ideas together as opposed to two separate songs? That's what I found the most interesting.
Jody Lee Carroll?
Yeah, because Norfolk Days, the way it plays out on the record, they're one body of work.
It's true. It's a 12-minute marathon. There's no doubt about it. It's almost like Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands for that album. Right. That was a whole side of an album. It just, since we were talking Norfolk, since the whole Monocellular Hotel was in Norfolk, it just seemed like those. And with the thunderstorm thing that Donnie did, you can reflect on Norfolk Days as like downtown Norfolk, Ocean View, all kinds of stuff that were a part of the Norfolk, living in Norfolk and the Norfolk experience. But the thunderstorm and everything transitioned, it was into a negative, darker side. It needed, that song needed that transition in order to be able to prep people for what was coming next. Cam's lead was incredible. It was the perfect lead for that. Stevie had a nice, beautiful flute part that actually, kind of gave a little bit of a positive atmosphere, but it was a great background thing going on. It was a total Norfolk song, so I guess maybe it needed to be, connected and put together as one piece, because it was the same location with a different. I guess you could say one is just a set of memories, and another is just a set of conditions. So I guess that, I don't know if that answers your question or not, but that's pretty much what I had in mind.
Well, it does, because everything is related, and that's a total experience. Now that I hear you talk about it, it's a total experience.
Yeah, well, it is. And at the end of the day, there's, even to this day, the whole idea of drug addiction has been ever present on the scene nationally and internationally. I had a nephew who overdosed from drugs. There's so much personal involvement. It takes it all the way. You can go from Jody Lee Carroll. There's a never-ending thread of this kind of stuff going on, all the way to Free Me, as far as dealing with addiction. It's a very difficult thing. It's always been, a part of the back burner issues in terms of friends and families. And, at that time, I really felt like it needed to be addressed. Not that there weren't any drug addicts in my family at the time, but I could see how that was impacting a lot of people's lives.
Oh, it's a great song. It's a great song. But
thank you, man.
I don't know if I find it hard to say great song. I should say great songs, but really, like I said, the way it plays, it's just one body of work, and it's all great. Well,
thank you, man. I appreciate that. It was, that particular one, especially the transition from Norfolk Days into Jody Lee Carroll. Norfolk Days has a very strong acoustic feel to it, but also the vocals. The Norfolk Days vocals were an incredible arrangement and also well performed. It was also the only chance I had to play lead on the entire album, so I really enjoyed that. It was a simple lead, but it fit in those little transitional parts. It wasn't a lead that people would take on an instrumental part. It was just a little transitional parts, and I really enjoyed that.
Good old Norfolk Days, a downtown stroll is by, people leaving buildings going home, and each one has his way. They come here to survive and leave behind the world they've never known. And old folks want walk the streets alone, remembering their lives. Passing sailors look for love among the bars and dives. Pseudo-intellectuals that never have a right to bait the place, lost in a maze on Norfolk Days. Good old Norfolk Days, the shoreline stroll at noon. The gentle waves come splashing from the bay. A bridge that spans the tide, the ships that sail too soon are waiting out at anchor one more day. It used to be so nice to spend an afternoon, the sandy beach at clear blue ocean view. But all of that has changed, and no one seems to mind. They stay at home and read it in the news. And old folks walk the streets alone, remembering their lives. Passing sailors look for love among the bars and dives. Pseudo-intellectuals that never have arrived to bait the place, lost in a maze on Norfolk Days. Those Norfolk Days on Norfolk Days. Those Norfolk Days. sits in the window of the Monocellular Hotel. He thinks to himself, there are no more tomorrows, no more stories to tell. He's a long-haired country boy living in the city, tired of paying the price. Trying to recall the moment in time when the blood in his veins turned to ice. As he moves to the table and holds a spike in his hand. Sever your relations with a smooth, easy motion. The potion will meet your demand. In a can